All right, and welcome to Cigars on the Front Porch. This is your host, Uncle Scotty, and it is Monday, the 19th of February, about 2:20 in the afternoon. This is a first. I don't normally record during the week. Usually mine's, Friday, Saturday, Sunday on the weekends. But I had some time today. It's a nice 50 something plus degrees, 55, 56 degrees today. Till I'm outside in a t-shirt. I'm in the hut, and it's a great day. And we're reviewing the CAO MX2. It is a 5x52 Robusto, and it is medium to full body. And I've already started on it. We're in the first third. Normally I start from the beginning. I had some technical difficulties. It happens. Um, so you just have to press on. Good ash on it. And with this one, it's a Connecticut broadleaf. It's got two of those as the wrapper. It's a Brazilian uh, binder, and the filler is Dominican, Honduran, Nicaraguan, and Peruvian. It's supposed to be sweet, rich, and peppery. No pepper. Um, Sweet, slightly, one to two, like a really, really flat, light chocolate. Um, Rich, yeah, it's a little rich. A little rich. So we're enjoying this first third, finishing up. You're gonna go toward the second third in a few. So stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch. We're also on Instagram, so make sure that you follow there as well, like and subscribe to the channel on YouTube, and let's get these subscriptions up, get the number of people out there, get the word. If you got family or friends, pass it on to them. Ask their friends to pass it on to their friends, and we'll keep the channel going. All right. Also, I got some different links. Once you subscribe, you'll be able to see what those are for some preferences for items that I personally use that I like. That I wouldn't put anything on there that I don't use that I don't like myself. So I'm hoping that you would like it too. So stay tuned, like and subscribe to Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. And we're going to finish up on this first third, working to the second third on episode number 22 on the CAO MX2. Sounds like a missile. Stay tuned. Oh, yes. We're finishing up on this first third, going into the second third, and that spiciness just kicked in. Um, just hit it. It must have heard me talking about it. And the spiciness is like an explosion, a little miniature explosion of flavors, multiple kind of flavors, nutty, fruity, um, a little spicy, a little chocolate. It's just like I was hiding and you hit the button, ting, and popped out. So that's kind of how it is so far. We'll see. If it continues like this, it's going to be pretty good. Let's hope it keeps up with its little surprises there. But it must have heard me talking about it. It's got somewhat of a good construction on it. It's had an even burn. I haven't had to touch it up, which is miraculous. Usually I'm within the first third, I'll have to touch it up. But with this one, I haven't had to touch it up at all. It's got some decent veins in it that I can see so far. But so far, we're doing pretty good. All right, we're going to see what this MX2 sounds like a missile. What it's going to do. All right, stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Welcome back to Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. Make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. We are working on the CAO MX2, and we're finishing up on the second third of this one. And it's coming along pretty well. Pretty well. It's got a variety of flavors in it. They're not very strong, but it's like a multi-pack of little small flavors. The thing that I forgot to mention is that I just happened to pick up me a little cup of coffee. You can make one at home. I just asked that whatever you have has a little sugar in it. Keep your blood sugar level up. Good mood stabilizer. So, like I always say, you don't have to have alcohol to have a cigar. Just anything that's got sugar in it. For those that may have questions or concerns about it, cigars will lower your blood sugar level. So make sure you have a good meal and make sure you have something sugary to drink while you're having your cigar. If you want to drink water, you can. You can drink sugar water. That's country. But have something. But we're doing good today, and it's coming along. I would say we're in the middle toward the end of the second, third. Yeah, I would say probably the middle of the second, third. Another thing I've noticed about the construction on this one, it's not holding. Once it gets to be like half an inch or so, the ash just drops off. So I'm not quite sure. I mean, literally, without any warning, it just falls off. Usually, you can tell that you can ash it, but with this one, maybe half of an inch, fourth of an inch, it'll drop off. Outside of that, I have not had to relight this. I have not had to touch it up. So it's put together, I would say, very good. I don't understand the part about the ash dropping off. It's normally supposed to drop off, but normally it goes a little longer for they do in most cigars I'm familiar with. So anyway, we're enjoying this CAO MX2's episode number 22. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch as we continue this review. All right, we're back with Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. As we finish this second third um, on this CAO MX2, working into the final third, I figured we got another maybe 10 more minutes or so, 15 tops before we finish the second third, working to the final third. Um, a word of note, make sure you ash this one frequently. I've had it drop off about 3 times. It just did it just now. Um, this is not one for a long ash, but I have not relit this thing and I have not touched it up. So outside of the ash dropping off quite frequently, that's about it. So far, it's good. I'm pairing it with some coffee, so it's okay. It's relaxing, and we'll see. I'm hoping that we get into this final third that it has some kick to it, something that makes it stand out, something that will distinguish it. That's what I'm hoping it will do. But we shall see. Stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch. Please make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. All right, we are back with Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. We have mm, just about finished the second third, working to the final third. One thing I've noticed as it goes along, it picks up. So this one is picking up the CAO MX2. Took off the wrapper, but it's picking up, which is good. Hopefully that it will show some improvement and get better. Continue to get better. With this one, it's durable, um, meaning that usually after 3 or 4 puffs, the cherry heats up and you got to kind of stop and let it cool off. This one, you can take long puffs, you can take 3, 4, 5 short puffs. It stays even. Is not really heating up. Of course, it will if you continue on it, but it's not one of those light ones where you can just 2, 3 puffs and you got to stop and the cherry heats up. No, this one, it's got a consistent, consecutive burn. I'm just amazed I have not had to touch this thing up, touch the stick up, which is great. That's what you want. It's just hard to find it at times. But it's going, and I'm hoping in this final third, as it gets to the final third, that it will pick up. So we're finishing up. We finished up with the second third. We're moving into the final third of the CAO MX2. Stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. Make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. We're also on Instagram as well. This episode, I want to give a shout out to one of my besties. They've been very supportive. They have been a good friend. Hopefully, um, we'll continue to be good friends, and they give honest and direct um, communication. Um, they're opposites of me. They are direct. I mean, if you go in the store and the waitress shorts you 42 cents, if most people like, I didn't get my change. My friend is like, yo, you forgot to change. I would have gave you a tip, but you didn't do the math right. They're very direct, and you need that in your life. You need that kind of person that's direct. If what my kind of personality, I don't know, maybe I'm a little passive or something, quiet, or I don't like start nothing. But if there's something that needs to be addressed, I think I'm assertive enough to do it. I just take a longer, more elaborate, southern way of doing it. You know, we will say things in the long term and stretch it out. When you read the undertone, they're really kind of going off on you, but they do it in such a sweet, subtle kudzu kind of way. Like, oh, sugar blossom, and they be like, what? They just went off on you. You didn't even know it because it was so subtle. I just believe a sweet word at times turns away wrath. But then there's sometimes when you gotta hit it. Because sometimes that's the only thing people understand, or sometimes they're not catching it until you hit it. Um, so I want to thank my bestie for being that kind of friend. They good. All right, so continue on with the CAO MX2. Stay tuned as we work into the final third. Like and subscribe to the channel. Welcome back to Cigars on the Front Porch. Well, this is your host, Uncle Scotty. Please make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. We're also on Instagram. We're reviewing the CAO MX2, and we're into the final third, the um, probably first to the middle part of the second third, and it has picked up a pretty good bit. It's picked up. The spiciness has picked up, not a hot spicy, but spicy like full of robustness, like a flavor. Um, it will wake you up. It woke me up because I was like, first, third, we're gonna see. Second, third, and it was like, eh. And then it hit the final third, and it was like, what? We just getting started. So stay tuned. We're working on the CAO MX2. This is one of these top ones. Look at this even burn all the way around. I have not touched it up. I have not had to relight it. I take the back. Did I touch it up? I don't think I did. No, I haven't touched this thing up once. But the ash, I'm gonna go ahead and ash it real quick. Make sure you do get rid of the ash on these because they will drop off on you unexpectedly. So we're working on the final third of the CAO MX2. Stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch as we finish up. Alrighty, welcome back as we finish up or finish the CAO MX2 on Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. Thank you for joining me today. We're finishing up on this last third. It's pretty much done. Um, it picked up in the final third. It was like a prize fighter. It was like a fight, like a boxing match. The first couple of rounds, you're like, I don't know about this dude. I don't know if he gonna make it the distance. Then in the middle of the boxing match, wait a minute, he's been in the gym. You know, wait a minute, he might go the distance. And then this is like the final couple of rounds, and it's like this dude pulled out some hand skills. Do not go to sleep on the CAO MX2. It is not a sweet cigar. It is not one of those that you like, yeah, but it's got a whole combo of spiciness to it. Um, it'll wake you up. It woke me up in the final third. I was gonna like kind of like, let's write this one off. This would be a good one that I would give away to my friends. Like if I went out and they didn't have a stick or something like that, and they wanted to try something different, I say, hey, wait, man, I got something for you to try. Try this one. Don't go to sleep on it. Don't go to sleep on it. So the CAO MX2 is like a little long range missile. It starts out, yeah, I don't know if he's gonna make it over the water. Makes it over the water, and then when it hits in the final third, it's like boom. So it saved the best for the final third. It pulled it out. I would rate this one um as a decent cigar. Um, I love I touched it up just a few minutes ago, so I'm just gonna chalk it up. I ain't touched the thing up completely at all. Even burn, ash does drop off a little bit. Um, not uh, not one to go to sleep on. It's pretty good so far. I love the CAO brand. Pretty much any cigar in there. This one's different. It is different. That's the thing I love about cigars. Each one is different. They're not all the same. Each got different flavors. They got different burn times. We've been at this one for about an hour and a half, like I figured. That's about average for a good cigar. And don't go to sleep on it. Don't go to sleep on it. So if you're looking for something that's kind of chill out and at the end, something to pop you real quick, just to wake you up. The CAO MX2 is a good one. I got like 10 of them in the humidor now. I just ordered, and I was like, I'm taking a chance. I think it paid off. They'd be good to give away without taking with me in the humidor, my portable humidor if I'm going somewhere. Not unless I'm just trying to have one to give away. If somebody needs one or, or whatnot. So yeah. Also, I'm interested to hear your comments. Give me some feedback on when do you give away your cigars. I don't want to be stingy. I don't want to be selfish. So if it's somebody I know who smokes, or who has cigars, and I'm with them, like, take the stick, and they just give me one, and vice versa. We swap sticks. That's cool. But what about the? I'm really, really suspect on the ones who say they smoke cigars, but they don't never have their travel humidor with them. Anytime I leave and I'm going somewhere, I ain't talking about going to the store. I'm talking about like I'm going with friends, or I pack my sticks with me. But it's always that one or two. Hey man, let me you got one? And I was like, wait a minute, this thing been sitting in the humidor 6 months, a year and a half, 2 years, and I'm just suspect. So I could give them one of the ones that I don't particularly like, or one of the ones that's just stock. But I'm a little suspect on that. Help me out. Give me some feedback, comments on for those that who do smoke. How do you go about when people ask you for sticks? Now I could just tell them no, like, no, I don't have anything. But I do. I just don't want to give you none if you're not an avid smoker. If you are, and I know you're something like that, we meet, nah, I'll take a stick. But I just don't want to be giving them out. I gave out one, and they took maybe 10 minutes with it. And then they ashed it out. And I was like, oh, I'll never give you another stick again. They just put it up like it was a cigarette butt. Then you got some that sit there and just smoking them like the cigarette. And I'm like, this is not a cigarette. And then you got some that just hand it to you, and they're like, you do it. And I was like, no, no. So I just want to get your feedback on that. Anyway, like and subscribe to the channel, CAO MX2. It gets a passing grade. It's a good cigar, something to travel and give away. Something like in this case, early in the morning. You can have one and wake you up in the afternoon, mid. I'll say mid afternoon. Yeah, it'll be a good afternoon smoke. Maybe a morning smoke, but I'll say a good afternoon. Not at night. I wouldn't use it at night because it's not, doesn't pack that part that I'm really looking for. But thank you for joining me. It's episode number 22, CEO MX2. It's your host, Uncle Scotty. Make sure you like and subscribe. We're also on Instagram. Check me out there. Um, as I always say, you are special, you're unique, you're made for a purpose, and you're very important. Don't let anybody ever tell you that. Don't let any situation dictate that. That's different. Thank you for joining me. I'm your host, Uncle Scotty. Cigars on the Front Porch, episode number 22, CAO MX2. It's a good one. Thank you.